Well, it's Sunday. Been a good week. Been nice. Done lots on the Warriors of Dystonia project. That's gone good. I actually made a couple of notes just to keep me on track here, because usually I come to doing these blogs and then I'm like, didn't do anything. But I actually did loads. Big thing for me is I made kebab meat from scratch, doner kebab meat. With the whole COVID situation, I've not been getting takeaway. And I know that there's a lot of things out there going, it's safe and it's fine. And, that apparently this thing can only really exist by being sort of transmitted from one person to another directly. It's still always kind of made me a bit concerned, because you're like, well, the ingredients being brought to the place, the people working in the takeaway, and then the items themselves, the packaging that they put in, where's the packaging been, who's brought that package in, and then eventually the person who actually delivers it. So I've been a bit paranoid. So one of the biggest things I've missed is doner kebab, and it's not something that I eat just when, I've had a few drinks. I actually just love kebab. So I had to go out making my own this weekend. It was perfect. It was spot on. I bought a kind of a spice blend, a doner kebab spice blend that I'd seen come up in a few videos when I'd been researching about making kebab meat. And so I got this spice blend. I got a mix of lamb and beef and breadcrumbs, egg, this spice blend, and then just put it through a kind of a meat chopper to pulverize the mince, because if you use the mince as it is, you create more of a meatloaf. And it's got that, if you make meatballs, which are awesome, I love meatballs, but it kind of crumbles and falls apart. Whereas when you put the meat through a food processor, essentially, it kind of goes more like a sausage meat and more like your doner kebab. So you can cut slices of this when it's cooked. So lots of kebab talk there. Good job I made these notes, otherwise you'd have never heard about my kebab story. But it was awesome. The only thing was that I ate too many red onions. They really kill me. It's like garlic. I love garlic, really love it, but God, my stomach. And I made this on Friday, and then yesterday I made sort of tandoori chicken, so tandoori spice blend, yogurt marinated chicken. And so I had onions on Friday with the doner kebab, and then I had onions yesterday with this tandoori chicken. So yeah, my stomach right now is not thanking me. Yeah, so last week I got stuck in and read my comics, which was nice. It was good to get through, the next parts of my comics. Any comic readers out there will know that reading comics is very much like watching a TV series, except you have to wait for a month between each episode, and it's with what happened with COVID, a lot of comics and things ended up delayed, and so some of the stories I've been reading, I've been waiting for about 3 months to find out what happens next. So it was good to read some of them. Did some more exercise. I did hit a bit of an insomnia batch in the week again, which was annoying, but got lots of exercise done, which has been good. So I've planned my exercise now. I've done a schedule, so that's really cool. So I did a bit of punch bag. I've done a bit of running. I can't run outside anymore. There's just so many people. I mean, I know that they're loosening up the rules around people going out and mingling and things, but I'm still playing it safe until I see, a week of 0 deaths. I'm playing it safe. I mean, it still flabbergasts me to see, that people are all praising the fact that, only a couple of hundred people died this week from COVID. That's still a couple of hundred too many for my liking. So I have no real intentions of mingling with anyone. Certainly not this year, not for a while. We are going to get those masks, which I understand don't really protect me from people, but protect people from me. I don't think I've got anything. Not spoken to anyone or been near anyone, but still, getting ready for when we eventually do emerge into the world and start speaking with people. Got a bit of photography done, so taking some photos this week. Got some good pictures of squirrels and creatures that are in my garden. Yeah, that's been good. My new camera's got quite a nice zoom on it, so I can really get it nice and close to some of the creatures that are visiting my back garden, which is great. So going to be recording my podcast a little bit later on. To be honest with you, I'm not going to really go into too many details on that because it's absolutely, I kind of distance myself from that. It's very character based, and a lot of my projects I don't really share my real name and things like that. Just like the same with my books. I've written multiple books, but only one is Carl. So but that's something I'm doing later on before I get online and do a bit of online gaming with my bros, which I can't wait for. Usually have a few beers with that. At the moment I'm not really up for beers, but that's good because it is only 20 to 8 in the morning. I'd be concerned if I was like, yes, let's get some beers. I want to, I'm going to go out into the kitchen now and start prepping a roast dinner. I probably won't get to eat any of it myself because if I do have a few beers, it's not something that I really crave with a belly full of beer. Yeah, I think me and myself, I'm in a pretty good place right now. A few blips in the week there that were caused by lack of sleep and also work stress. But right now, everything's cool. Yeah, let's see what this week brings now. My work colleague comes back this week, so things should get a bit easier. Obviously, they're going to need a little bit of time to settle in and get back on their feet. They've been off for about 5 weeks now, so it is going to take a couple of days for them to sort of get back used to the swing of things, and then I intend on taking a bit of time out myself, not necessarily to rest or do nothing, but more just so I can invest more time directly into my my project. Don't get me wrong, I will be taking some time out, but I don't really want to take too much off now while my girls are doing schoolwork. I can't take time off when other people are working. You know, I'd feel sort of shitty as a dad going, yeah, I'm taking time out, and then my girls are doing their schoolwork and my wife is working. It's just the way I am. I just can't be like that. And what I would tend to do is if I do take time off, because everyone else is doing stuff, I will clean the house from top to bottom, or I will, do a proper bathroom sterilization or gardening or something, because I feel that if everyone else is working, I should be. So that's just me in my mad head. That's just the way it is. But I will take some time out at some point just to have a bit of a break. Take some time out, be nice. Anyway, let me just check my little list of things that I've been up to. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The Dystonia project is going really well. I'm really pleased with that. I'm really gonna have a lot of work once I get to the point of seriously sitting down and editing and formatting this. It's going to be a lot of work. There's been a lot of lessons I've learned on this. Every time I do a project, I learn a lesson. And I think it's what drives me to become so independent, whether it be on projects or with work and things, and I think it's because of the old-fashioned way. My dad brought me up in if you want something done right, you do it yourself. And that's true to an extent. It means that obviously if you're the one that's doing it, if anything goes wrong, you know what went wrong and you can pinpoint what it was that you need to fix. Whenever you sort of start relying on other people, they make a mistake which perhaps they've not seen, and there's no sort of easy way of either pointing out that mistake to someone, or you end up having to fix it yourself. And it's the same with this sort of way with the project. It's like the moment that I start thinking of, if I reach out to organizations, for example, so far it's not been successful. I've reached out to a couple of Dystonia organizations now, and they've let me down. But then when I stop and think, well, what would they actually be bringing to the table right now? Off my own back, without any support from them, I have managed to amass more than 200 pages for this book, and I've done that in 3 months. Originally I didn't think I was going to get that much material, and that I would have to reach out to different organizations and say, can you share this project? Can you help me find people? And I've not had to do that. My only issue is, who do I give the money to? I would rather give the money to an organization that's shown a great deal of interest, who've taken the time to look at what I'm doing. And it makes me wonder, we see a lot of things with charities saying, we need help, we need support, and we need this and we need that, and we're looking for money. It makes me wonder how many other people there are like me that have set up projects and set things up and have gone in, completely ready to share the money and give the money and work with an organization, and for the organization to not meet them at halfway, and so that person has gone elsewhere with the money, shared it to another organization. I know myself from my own experience of some of the things I've done in the past. There was a homeless charity that I was trying to reach out to with multiple projects. And they didn't come back. And I could see, I tried to talk to them about some different things and different ideas, and, they're like, contact here and share this here, and we can be in touch via this, and just not coming back. And so it's not always going to be people out there and not willing to share money or donate money or do these things. Charities need to meet people halfway, especially if we're working on projects. I donate a lot of money directly to charities, and charities are more than happy to just take that money. But what I'm offering is, once this book is created, it's almost like a little tap there. All I need is for an organization then to show some interest in the book, maybe share that this book is available then to different groups, and the money that I don't want the money. I don't care about the money. I just want it to go to a charity, to the right people. But I suppose, that'll be something that I can focus and dedicate more time to at a later stage. But I have reached out to Dystonia European group now, about 4 or 5 days ago, and as of yet I've not heard anything. I pretty much say it in every single update and every single blog I'm doing. Maybe I should cut my losses and just go directly to the Dystonia Medical Research Foundation, who are based in America. They came back to me immediately when I contacted them, and were interested. So anyways, right, I am going to go and cook my dinner. Prepare dinner, and listen to some rock and roll and make myself a decaf coffee. Actually, looking at the time, it's nearly exercise time, so I think I'm going to go and punch the crap out of a punch bag. I think that's what I'm doing today, or it's working on my guns. Right. Bye, everyone.